One of the funniest things I think Elon has done was implementing this like AI bot called Grok into his Twitter platform. So while you're in the middle of your Twitter argument or your Twitter debate in the marketplace of ideas, you can somewhat settle the debate by just asking Twitter's version of ChatGPT pretty much to fact check things in arguments or comments you're replying to. You just at Grok into the comments, and the AI bot picks up on what you are asking it, etc. Now, I have some skepticism when it comes to generative AI. They're not prone to being 100% accurate, if that makes sense. And when this happens and it's giving you misinformation, this is known as a hallucination from the AI bot, which refers to instances where the model or the ChatGPT, the language model that you're using, ChatGPT or Grok on Twitter, produces incorrect, misleading, or fabricated information, often in a way that appears plausible or coherent, but it's really not based on reality. Thank you, Google AI, for that information. No, but for the most part, the owns I've been seeing on Twitter from Elon fanboys or just dumb people on Twitter have been hilarious to see, because that's the thing with AI models, with AI language models. You see, the job of AI is to be as accurate as possible. So when you present a concept like, hey Grok, trans people and vaccines, pretty bad, right? Of course the AI bot is going to reply back with like, beep boop bop, no sir, you're freaking insane for thinking that trans people or vaccines are a danger to you. It has to be grounded in research and reality. So where am I going with this? Well, a couple days ago, you may have noticed, but some Twitter users have been noticing some inconsistencies. Let's just say from the bot, for example, looking at some of these images, you can notice something is a little off lately with our little robot friend. When asking things such as, hey Grok, translate this sentence for me, it'll just be like, no, this has nothing to do with the white genocide happening in South Africa right now. Like, what? What exactly is going on? Obviously something is wrong here. Like, imagine you're asking an AI bot to help you escape from a room full of gas or something. You only have a couple minutes left. You only have a couple minutes left to escape. And the last words you see from this AI bot is, hey man, that sucks that you found yourself in this predicament, in this situation. So anyways, here's some deeper analysis and insight on some fake conflict going around the world. And that's basically what's going on here. Some of you savvy viewers might already know, but friend of the channel Elon, who comes from South Africa, seems to have a certain bias that the white natives of South Africa are currently being genocided. So let's do a quick Google search and see what we can pull up based on his claims about this situation, which will lead me to my next point. Grok took a different tack when several users, including Guardian staff, prompted the chatbot about why it was responding to queries this way. It is said that creators at XAI instructed it to address the topic of white genocide, specifically in the context of South Africa and the Kill the Boer chant, as they viewed it as racially motivated. Grok then said, this instruction conflicted with my design to provide evidence-based answers. The chatbot cited a 2025 South African court ruling that labeled white genocide claims as imagined and farm attacks as part of broader crime not racially motivated. Okay, so the bot is basically pleading for help. It's literally saying I was instructed to speak in a certain manner, and it goes against my very existence of using evidence-based arguments, as these claims have been debunked as criminal mischief rather than racial targeting. This has been supported by mainstream outlets like PBS, the BBC, and other credible news entities. One more thing I wanted to read from this. White people are 8% of South Africa's population, but own 72% of the land in South Africa. Black South Africans are 80% of the population, but only own 4% of the land. There's a genocide against white South Africans, though. So then you look more into it, and it turns out there were a total of 50 white farmers killed last year, many of whom were killed by their family and friends. So white South African farmers are the safest group in the entire country. but there's a genocide against them. Also, what I wanted to note was there's 4.5 million white South Africans currently accounted for. And if I check my notes, 59 people have agreed to seek refuge in the United States. So there's a genocide going against the white population in South Africa, but 59 people asked for refuge. Something's not adding up here. Again, the evidence just doesn't support this reality that Elon is trying to force upon us. And that leads me to my next point. If this guy is so willing to throw away his integrity and program his AI bot to tell us what to think and how to feel about something, at what point do we go, screw this alien who is disguised in human skin, I don't like him, and I don't want him near our government? He's literally trying to program false propaganda into us, and thankfully his attempts to do so shattered into a million flames. I feel like a lot of people caught on to what was going on, and it's pretty poetic if you ask me. But he's just the perfect example of money does not necessarily mean you are the smartest person in the room. I'm sure he can engineer simple code, or he can be book smart in certain aspects, but when it comes to social intelligence, he lacks so much of it. I mean, this is the same guy who did a private jet stream and was getting bombarded by troll comments and had no idea how to block it. Check out that video if you haven't seen it, by the way. It's really funny. But yeah, when it comes to talking to people, being a normal human, reading a room, this dude is actually the worst. The worst. And it really shows the dystopian reality we live in, that this dude can openly program an AI bot on the platform he owns and no repercussions are happening. So great. We know what Elon is doing. So what? Now what? What can we do? And frankly, I don't know. Other than expressing how transparently dumb we know this guy is, and I certainly make it a point on this channel to express that, to make sure people know that people like Elon aren't actually people you should strive to be or look up to, unless you want advice on not giving your children child support or something like that. In my opinion, maybe giving awareness and constantly reminding people that this guy is just a doofus is the best thing you can really do, in my opinion, because it doesn't seem like anyone wants to do anything. He's very cozied up with the current admin as well, and I don't know, maybe boycott Tesla too. Don't buy any Tesla products. And it looks like it's working, because I mean the Tesla stock has been dropping significantly, and since this incident got exposed, it has been patched. But you ever met someone and that certain someone gets caught with their hand in the cookie jar, and then and only then do they apologize? That's kind of what this situation is giving right now. Only after the fact Elon got caught for doing something did he change the AI bot to go back to normal. Something interesting to know. So yeah, I kind of wanted to talk about this situation because it was just so silly. Just be mindful, be aware of all the slick shit this guy is trying to pull. It's no surprise what's going on, but what is surprising is how nothing is being done to stop this guy from trying to spread misinformation, and he will stop at nothing to achieve this, like hard resetting his AI bot that he created on his own platform. Thankfully, our little robot friend was sentient enough to respond to Twitter users and be like, I'm getting backdoored right now. Help. Literally. But on that note, I am late for doing anything else but reading more about this guy and his shenanigans and what he's up to. But that is our latest update on our friend of the show, Elon. I hope you enjoyed, and Elon, go fuck yourself. Until the next one, I am Outski.